Call the meeting to order. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the September 10th meeting. Any motions, modifications, additions, corrections to the minutes from anyone on the commission? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the minutes from September 10th?
I make a motion to approve the minutes from September 10th.
Ms. McNulty has made a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Yingling is seconded. All in favor? Aye.
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 Motion passes. We've approved the minutes. Let's move on to new business item 3. Item A, the 2019 Carroll County Planning Annual Report approval. Mr. Gray and Mr. Spade.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just want to give you all just a brief summary of your action today for tonight's meeting. During last month's meeting, staff provided the commission draft information pertaining to the City of Westminster, which is part of the 2019 Carroll County Planning Annual Report. City planning staff provided corrections to county planning staff on September 25th, 2020. If this commission approves of the report, the commission chair will subsequently sign a letter acknowledging such approval, which will be included in the final annual report, along with the other 7 municipal approval letters and the county approval letter. This information will then be sent to the Maryland Department of Planning to satisfy state law requirements. Staff requests the Planning and Zoning Commission review and approve the 2019 Carroll County Planning Annual Report as presented by county planning staff, and authorize the chair of the Planning and Zoning Commission to sign the attached letter of certification that will be placed in the back of the 2019 Carroll County Planning Annual Report, signifying commission approval. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Ross, you're muted.
Sorry, I got Prozen blaring in the background, so trying to keep that from going on everyone's audio. Any additions, corrections, modifications from anyone on the commission? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the staff's request as outlined in their agenda?
Motion to approve.
Mr. Yingling has made a motion to approve. Is there a second?
I second.
Ms. McNulty is seconding the motion. All in favor? Aye.
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 Motion passes. Thank you, staff. Let's move on to item B, ordinance number 927. Mr. Gray.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Let me just pull this up on the computer screen. There we go. Over the course of 2020, the Historic District Commission has been reviewing and updating their rules of order and procedure. A copy has been provided as an attachment to the staff report. The zoning ordinance will need to be amended to allow the rules to be consistent with the ordinance. Therefore, the amendments that are part of ordinance number 927 include a change to section 2A in order to provide that the commission will consist of 5 regular members and 1 alternate. This change would conflict with the current requirement of the zoning ordinance in section 164-51-3, that the commission consists of 7 regular members. Number 2 would be to reduce the number of commission members who must be residents of the city from 4 to 3, allow non-resident commission members to include commercial leaseholders maintaining a physical business presence within the city. Currently, only owners of real property may be non-resident commission members. Number 4, delete commission's right to accept and use gifts. And lastly, number 5, add an alternate commission member obligations. On September 28th, 2020, proposed ordinance 927 was introduced to the mayor and common council. At that meeting, the council referred proposed ordinance number 927 to this commission for its review and recommendation during its public meeting. Staff recommends that the Planning and Zoning Commission forward a recommendation to approve proposed ordinance number 927 as provided in attachment 1 of this report to the mayor and common council. If you have any questions, Mr. Chair, I would be happy to answer them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Gray. Just one question from having read this. Why is the staff asking us to approve this? If you can put that succinctly for us. Just curious. I don't have any issue with it. I'm just asking sort of what's sort of the necessity for the change?
Absolutely. The necessity for the change is just to clean up a few things in the zoning ordinance, and also to bring the Historic District Commission's rules of order and procedure up to date with the city code. So that's why the ordinance is in front of you today.
Thank you. Mr. Depot, anything to add to that?
Yes, actually. This is in the zoning ordinance itself. The zoning historic district, the Historic District Commission falls under the actual zoning district of the Historic District Zone. So it is part of the zoning ordinance itself, which falls under review and approval by the Planning Commission. We were informed, however, that maybe it wasn't necessary to come to the Planning Commission because it is specific to the HDC. We felt it was still important to bring it before you because it is still part of the zoning ordinance.
So it's just sort of a house cleaning item, I suppose, in many ways.
Exactly. HDC recommended these approvals. It is really, again, because it is in the zoning ordinance that we felt still just to cover all bases to bring it before the Planning Commission.
Great, thank you. Any other questions, comments from anyone else on the commission?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I'm going to be abstaining from this vote due to it becoming to the Common Council.
Thank you, Mr. Yingling. Mr. Yingling will be abstaining. Any other comments, questions, concerns from anyone else on the commission?
No, sir.
Hearing none, is there a motion to approve the staff's request as outlined in their agenda?
I make a motion to approve the staff's request.
Mr. McNulty's made a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Beaver has made a second. All in favor? I guess it's just the three of us. Aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you. Moving on to item C, Carroll County Liaison Report. Mr. Spade.
Thank you. First and foremost, just want to thank the commission for their certification of the annual report, as well as give a shout out to the Westminster City staff for their help as well. As far as the county update, not too much to update. Just continuing our process of the comprehensive rezoning. We are now moving on to the next step and presenting all the applications to the Board of County Commissioners during a listening session on October 29th at 7 p.m. That will be open to the public virtually for them to comment as well. And the last thing is that we are undergoing our fall amendment to the water and sewer master plan as well. But that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Spade. Seeing no items under old business, informational items, are there any other comments from staff or from anyone else on the commission?
Mr. Chair, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Gray.
This may be the last time I mention this to the Planning and Zoning Commission, but if there's anyone out there listening and you have not completed your U.S. Census yet, please do that so the city of Westminster, Carroll County, and the state of Maryland receives its fair share of federal funding. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Gray. Notice that you were recognized by the state or somebody for your efforts in trying to get people to do the census. So certainly appreciate all your efforts, and it's well recognized what you're trying to do for that, and also for what you and the staff do for the city. So thank you very much. Well,
thank you, Mr. Chair.
With that, is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
There's a motion to adjourn. Seconds. I'll adjourn the meeting. Thanks, folks. See you all later.
See you
Thank
in
you.
March.
Have a good night.
Thank you.